journalist, columnist, writer and broadcaster, and now fertility fight clubber, is going to be Bibi Lynch. Now, so far, Bibi, our speakers have come in under time. Do you think you're going to do that?
Do you want me to?
Well, what I'd like to say is that Bibi doesn't usually need an excuse to give that anger some agility. So let's see. Let's just see. I've given her 8 minutes because that's what she's asked for. So let's see if she manages it. Okay.
Am I allowed to put my stuff on there? Is that okay? Can I take the mic? And otherwise, I'm holding papers and it's a bit crazy. Thank you.
You will need to use the mic. Yeah, let's use the mic.
What happened? It gets worse than that. This is a lot of people. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to swear, and I did ask permission to swear, and I was told I could swear. If I offend you, I am... Was it that easy? If I offend you, I'm really sorry, but actually I'm fucking not, because swearing is the only thing I'm good at. So let me have that. So I was on Facebook. That's never going to end well, is it? And I was reading the comments below a friend's post about him being knackered. This bloke had 2 small kids. I really hope he's not here. One of the comments I read was, and I've put in brackets, read this in a vaggy voice, so I'll try a vaggy voice. The other day at work, a woman, brackets, no children, said she was tired, and I could have screamed. I was so fucking furious. Oh my God! So I fiercely expressed my upset in the thread many times, and the upshot was that I was told by my now ex-friend that childless people have a choice. You might want to write this down. Childless people have a choice. You don't have to get out of bed. Yes, fools. But parents have to get out of bed, and that's why they're shattered. And then I was blocked. It was very negative. Now, at that point, I was suffering from severe depression, severe anxiety, not sleeping, and spending most of my days and nights in my uncle's hospital room where he was dying. But yeah, sure, your exhaustion is more valid than mine. That episode resulted in me then and now very much enjoying posting. Every day I will post what I've done that day, a million things. And I'll say, I've sorted 100 emails, I've presented a radio show, I've written a feature, I've booked some guests, I've recorded a podcast, I cleaned the flat, nearly killed the board of Southern Rail. And then I end it with, I'm exhausted, which is weird because I don't have children. So I am all about, I'm exhausted, which is weird because I don't have children. I'm all about that, plus the other bullshit language and rhetoric that childless people have to deal with. The insulting, devaluing, insensitive, cruel words that are thrown at non-parents every single day. It happens on the telly. There was this unbelievable introduction to an item on the Victoria Derbyshire show on BBC Two. I hope she's not here. And it was introducing an interview with the aunt of Alan Kurdi. I don't know if you remember the Syrian toddler who was drowned in the Med. And she said, if you're a parent, you might find this upsetting. Because I think we'll all agree, yes, as non-parents, that poor child's tragic death was the highlight of our fucking week. I mean, unbelievable. It happens on different planets too. This from an episode of Doctor Who. Some bloke to Amy Pond. You're a mother, aren't you? Amy Pond, how do you know? The bloke, you have kindness in your eyes. I think it was cataracts, but let's not. It also happens on a night out. This is an old friend talking to me about his niece who had a struggle to conceive. Oh, we thought she'd never have a baby. Thought she'd end up with nothing. She'd already bought 2 cats. Oh, God. And another moment with another friend. Why am I laughing? And another moment with another friend about her midwife. She was okay. She's one of those women, though, midwife who didn't have her own children. And this crap even happens at funerals. So this woman, who apparently I'd met a few years before, fuck knows, I didn't remember her. She came up to me and she said, so, did you marry all breezy? Did you marry? And I went, no. She went, did you have kids? I went, no. She went, and not so breezy now. She went, oh well done anyway. It's not for everyone. She's lucky it was a closed casket. So she don't applaud that, that's so naughty. She didn't know what to say to me or where to put me because in the world of as a mother and hard-working families, the childless mean fuck all. Ask the leader of the House of Commons, Miss Andrea Leadsom. No, come on, but make sure you use very short words. According to Loathsome, sadly not my joke, we don't have a tangible stake in the future because we're not parents. And according to a Daily Mail comment man who wrote, you can't put woman on your passport if you haven't given birth.
Oh my.
It's ironic he's talking about cunts, isn't it? That woman, that the other day at work, some woman, no children, blah, blah, woman wasn't spouting disparaging rhetoric, though. She was showing her entitlement. Parents appear to have all the monopolies on exhaustion, on depression, on money angst, on pavement rights. My brother and I were in Hove the other day. You must go to Hove, it's lovely. We were in Hove the other day, and a mother with her 2 children and 1 scooter, someone's got a favourite child, blocked the pavement by just standing there. They just wouldn't move. None of them would move. They just stood there. So, oh my God, I was really calm considering what I'm like. And so my brother Dan and I had to kind of back against the restaurant window to get to a bit of pavement that we could actually kind of carry on. And it was unbelievable. So I looked at Dan and I looked back at this woman, and Mommy Dearest was giving me that kind of killer glare, that how dare you, to me, that I expect she gives her husband if he ever suggests sex with the light on. It's so mean. And I won't even go into the story about the woman on a train who insisted I give up my reserved seats because I have children. She screamed it so loudly, it was as if she were giving birth to them all over again. And the best thing about that day was I tweeted Mumsnet and said, you might want to get on the Paddington to Bath train, love, because there's one of your women has got an arse stuck up her arse that needs removing. I'm lost. This attitude towards the childless, this you are less, is awful. This pronatalism, worshipping, that's the word I learnt from the majestic Jodie Day, worshipping at the altar of parenthood. Only parents can use pavements. Only parents deserve train seats. Only parents get tired is bigotry. It's accepted bigotry. And we haven't even started on tax breaks or no housing rights or the costs, etc., etc. I've seen my parents die. I've been around alcoholism and violence, and I've been homeless. As my friend Gemma said, well done on having a life so shit you made money out of it. Bitch. But this, not having a baby, this is easily the worst thing that's happened to me, easily. Because it's so fucking hard to bear and move on from. It's not just the visceral pain of not having had your baby. I feel that physical ache, that heartache, every day. And I dream about babies pretty much every night. I dreamt about one last night, and I was choosing it, a little white T-shirt with a little white cardigan with a heart on it. So it's not just that pain, it's everything else that loss means too. It means you have no lineage, so I'll never have a little Bibi, which actually, I'm little Bibi because my mum was Bibi, so that's cute, bear that in mind. And seeming no place in society too. So let's add to that pain, let's spread some rancid icing on that already shitty cake, not while I have a platform. We are not less, we are more. More than that, we are fucking amazing. We are survivors. All unhappily childless people are. I don't know why you're childless. It could easily be by choice, and it could be very happily, but I'm childless by circumstance, very unhappily. Physically able to have kids, I just didn't meet anyone to have with them. They call it social infertility, which of course I put on my Tinder profile because it's that sexy.
I'm too scared to tell you that you're out of time.
So I am... What a bitch. So I am very much at the beginning of my There's More Life to Children journey.
I don't know how to switch it off now because I'm so scared.
I'm very much at the beginning of this There's More to Life Than Having Children journey. I'm taking, ironically, baby steps. But where I'm leaping is calling out the devastating prejudice against me and people like me. And I love it. I would love it if you did too. My time is up. My time of the talk, I'm not dying. Thank you for listening. And now I must stop because I'm exhausted.
Facebook, you're giving Bibi a
a lot of love. Bibi, comments here saying, yeah, Bibi, we need more of you in our everyday. I love Bibi, had me belly laughing. So Facebook, keep your comments coming in, and Twitter as well. Even if you don't have any questions, we just want to hear your comments. We'd also love to know where you're watching from. So put little comments below and we're keeping tabs. And also if you want to share your stories here, it'd be lovely to hear from you. Over to you.
Hello,
Okay.
Bibi. I just want to say hello. I tweeted you. I know you from Joe Good on the overnight show. I've been a I just wanted to say, Bibi, because I'm much more timid than you, and I would never say naughty stuff like that. So I hide behind your articles and just like email it to my friends. So I'm like, and you know, the Beast from the East last year. I'm the only fucker in the office because everyone else has childcare, and it really infuriates me. But I just want to share this little thing. So. Last year, I had 2 wisdom teeth out, and they're really near to my nerve, and it was a big drama. So, and I had to have the first operation of the day, general anaesthetic, and the surgeon was like, "Oh, are you feeling nervous?" I was like, "I'm so excited. This is like maternity leave for me because I get paid." So he said, "Congratulations, darling. I'll remove your children." And it was so thank you. I thought that was very BB.
Did you name your teeth? Did you name your teeth? We'll sort that out.
I just wanted to say thank you for saying that, because it made me realise how much I'd kind of internalised that. Oh, I'm knackered. Oh, but I haven't got an excuse really because I haven't, been woken up 3 times in the night or whatever. And so to hear someone else say that and me to
because
think,
you can be woken up in the night, you could have a long-term disease, you could have stress about money because we're paying for everything on our own because we're on our own. You know, there's a million reasons. It's so fucking patronising and so insulting and insensitive and every other word.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and be kinder to myself
Swear at
because
them.
I had. Well, it's not them making me feel bad.
Okay.
I might be talking to my friends who've got young kids and things, and it's like, oh, but it can't be as bad as what you're going through because you've got 2 under 2,
Yeah.
And it's like, well, actually, no, my husband's been through a cancer battle. I've worked 15-hour days because he's not working. I'm low on energy, probably got some problems going on, but I'm more worried about his health than mine. You know, all this stuff adds up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm 38. You have to have sex to have kids, don't you? It's like, but my husband's not well enough for that right now. I don't know if my face is on camera, so sorry, hubby. But you sort of forget that your stuff is just as valid because you do
Just as
internalise
valid.
this stuff.
And
as well.
without any support, societal
Yeah.
support, so actually maybe more valid.
Yeah, and sometimes we're crueler to ourselves than
Yeah.
our friends and family will be. So,
How's your husband doing?
so he's getting there. We're having a bit of a scare, but we think it's going to be all right at the moment. But thank you for asking. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Bibi. I love how you're fucking swearing. I love it. So thank you. And just really inspiring. And I wanted to give you a story, an experience that I had. And I was sitting in a meeting probably about 8 to 10 months ago. And this man was saying that women he was talking about maturity and how men mature. And he sort of was thinking about how women must mature and grow up. And then he said, oh, it must be when they have children. And I was like, you fucking fucker. Do you know what I mean? That means I'm never going to grow up and grow into a woman. It's like, how absolutely idiotic.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah.
yeah. Okay, Bibi, can I ask you a question?
Is it about my hair?
No, it's not, but your hair is gorgeous. Basically, I went to my husband's uncle's funeral. It's actually not asking you a question, it's sharing something with you, and I want to see some anger, really.
Why am I the go-to?
No. We love it. We love it. We love it because you're expressing it for us all, because a lot of us feel repressed, and it's coming out today, and it's wonderful. But basically, I went to my husband's uncle's funeral, and I hadn't seen his cousin for years. And probably the last time that I had seen her, probably she was still expecting us to have children. So it'd been such a long time that we'd got to the point where it was obvious we weren't going to have children. And we got into quite a light-hearted discussion about it at first, where she could see that I was trying to change the conversation. I didn't want to answer her questions about why we didn't. And the first thing that she said to me was, well, if you really want to have children, you would. It gets worse. And then the second thing that she told me was that she knows somebody who is into alternative healing, and she could guarantee if I go to see this guy, I'd be pregnant within 6 months. At which point, I just put up my hand and said, thank you very much for your suggestions. I didn't swear. God knows how I didn't, but I didn't. I said, thank you very much for your suggestions, but I don't need your help.
Have you seen her since?
No.
No.
I haven't seen her since. And she's actually had some bad news in her life recently. And I sent her a really nice card, and I thought, I have to do this. I have to reach out to her because I don't want for the rest of my life to resent her because she doesn't understand what.
But don't you find, I know I'm taking over a little bit, but don't you find that, I don't understand why people don't understand once we've told them. How many times do you have to tell people? And I've never had a husband leave me with 6 children and blah, 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 but I can imagine it's not that nice, so I'd be supportive. I don't understand why people don't understand what we are really brilliantly articulating. So I think sometimes they're choosing not to, but I don't know. But you were very generous and very lovely, and I wouldn't have done it.
Can I say something as well? It tends also to be people with children that actually say these things as well. So when I've done stuff on the media, you get lots of really nice comments, in the comment section. Stupid me reads the comment section. But on the BBC and everything like that, you get a whole bunch of people really grateful. Oh, there's a man that's talking about this publicly, like we've talked about this afternoon. Then an equal amount, if not more, of people saying he should just get over himself. The fact is, the world is overpopulated. You shouldn't actually be bringing more children into the world anyway. Just adopt. You get all of those kinds of things. When I've gone back and asked them, I found them all to have been people who've had children.
Because babies are handbags, aren't they? Just adopt one.
Yeah, just adopt. It's so easy.